All right, so we are going to review estimating solutions. So the difference between rounding and estimating is that in rounding, we're typically told which place to round to. When we're estimating, we kind of just have to see what works best in each situation. So let's look at one example, 34 times 17. So what estimating does for us is it allows us to do mental math. If we have a longer problem like this, it's a little difficult to do that math in our head. So if we estimate, we can get a roundabout answer just by doing it in our heads. So we want to look at these two. Since these are both numbers in the tens place, we can pretty much guarantee that we can round to the nearest 10. So if I look at this one right here, 34, because this is a 4, it's telling me that this is closer to 30 than it is to 40. So I'm going to say that 34 is about 30. Then, if I look at this number 17, I know that 7 is closer to the 10, closer to the next 10. So it's going to tell me that I should probably round this one up. So 17 is closer to 20 than it is to 10. So we're going to say that it's about 20. So when we round both of these to the tens place, we now only have one digit that's higher than 0. So we can take those two digits and multiply them together and then just add our placeholder zeros at the end. So we have a 3 and we have a 2. We know that 3 times 2 is 6. And we've got 2 zeros that we need to add to the end of that. So 34 times 17 is about 600. Does that make sense? Okay, let's try one more together. Let's try 65 times 11. So if we want to estimate 65, what do you think it's closer to? Do you think it's closer to 60 or 70? I hope you said 70 because that's correct. The 5 is exactly halfway. So remember, when we're at the halfway point, we're going to round up. So we can say that 65 is approximately 70. Then if we look at this 11 right here, since there's a 1 in the ones place, that's barely above 0. So we can say that 11 is about 10. Now, when we multiply these two together, we say 7 times 1 is 7. And then we have 2 placeholder zeros. Therefore, we can say that 65 times 11 is about 700.